Yes, hello. Yes, because last time we already did 2 characters, so this will be our third stream together. We did Captain Sarge, your quest giver, and Tarina, the person you are meant to find in the tavern, which are 2 very important people in the story, but a tavern won't be complete without a tavern owner. The tavern owner of the tavern you're going to visit in the story, the Elfson Tavern, is a half-elf. His name is Alan Alyth, as I think you pronounce it. What do you think? Yeah, Alan is very simple. You write it Alan. But the surname, you can pronounce it on very different ways. The owner itself is not being said so much about, so we're going to use the information in the story and talk about what we think about him. He is the current owner of the tavern. He already ran the establishment for decades, and his elven blood comes from his half-elf mother. And I'm wondering. Yes, I am wondering if that is goes like, or maybe he gets like the half-elf part of his mother, that he's getting the wolf part of that. But indeed, it would either be a quarter, well, 3/4 maybe. Yes. So that's wondering. Maybe we can do something about that. That he's more going to the humans with a little bit of elves. That's a very interesting question indeed. I think Drow could be a very interesting one, because we're talking about just Baldur's Gate, and Baldur's Gate isn't like a center of everything that could be evilish. So that could be a very interesting one. Also, Sea Elf could be interesting, as it's like next or close to the sea. So I think one of those two would be very interesting to continue. Let's see if there's maybe something that in the text along that give us some more hints. He's talked about like his half-elf mother. His father is not actually very much talked about. Actually, none. So we can think about that. It says also that next to being a tavern owner, he also runs a money lending business on the side, offering loans to customers he trusts. I know. I reminded him as well. He was. What race was he again? He was full. Yeah, full drow. Yeah. Ooh, could this be maybe like far family for him? Yes. Father cousin, also on his mother's side. Okay. It does says about the money lending business that he rarely gives loans to adventurers. Thus, knowing how flight they can be, they could run off with his money. So I understand that he doesn't loan that to adventurers. But also, if I am truthful about adventurers, if you are lending them money, you might have a also it's a high risk, high reward, because adventurers do earn. Yes, if he is willing to do the risk, he could end up with like higher valuable stuff if he's being paid back. Hmm. Yeah, I know. Players can do the weirdest shit indeed. Mm. But it's also nice. Mm. Yeah, but it is really nice if a dungeon master could uh actually let the players like feel real emotions about NPCs. Ooh. Um, I think in a book he's more just like described as the laughable NPC, as he is willing to give characters a free glass of elven wine. Um, but he's also not willing to loan them any money, so it could be like the in like hmm, interesting. He's definitely a character that doesn't want trouble in his tavern. So I think this side he's more going to the open friendly. Also because I think bar owners has to be a little bit more of that side because they want customers to come back. Hmm. Yep, that's definitely true. Oh, maybe we can do something with Mr. Singh. Is there like any race or something that Mr. Singh really doesn't like? That reminds me actually of like in the player's handbook you have with the elf, the dwarf, and the human, I believe. You have those little like phrases what they think about the other race. I would check if I can find them. That's I love those very much. Here you have the elf. Okay, so what elves mostly think about dwarves is dwarves are dull, clumsy oafs. But what they lack in humor, sophistication, and manners, they make up in valor. And I must admit, their best smiths produce art that approaches elfin quality. Ugh, I love those sentences. It's like you can use those really about indeed if you are going for the like typical elf versus dwarf kind of settings that you have in some fantasy realms. Mm-hmm. Understandable. Yes, but Horford's do have a little history in Waterdeep where you created them, as you had the museum as well, and Yeah, understandable. Okay, so he's trying to do his best as a tavern owner, like to do the friendly, okay, I want you to come back. But he, on some races, because of his family, he's a little bit like hold back. And what do we think he's actually doing? Like, is he always after, like, behind the bar, or is he more like the owner that walks through the tavern kind of person? So yeah, so maybe he has like the underneath he has this like a little bit more high classical like outfit that if he just puts away his apron, I believe it's called. Uh, yes, but I am also thinking about like if he quickly goes from behind the bar towards like walking around with the important patrons in his tavern, then he should be like an in between, right? Like. True. Although if I go to like a bar, I mostly also see people walking around in white blouses. So no, but I can this no. So we use like in between. Okay. How does he see Baldur's Gate? Is the Baldur's Gate his place, or does he want to be somewhere else? Yeah, I think indeed he's comfortable there because like everybody is accepted there, and as he, do we already have like if he's a quarter drow or is he's like 75% drow? Yeah, it's in the yeah, but his in like in the text is that his mother was half elf, so he's half elf, half something else. Um, okay, so yeah, so his mother is like half drow, half dragonborn. That kind. You mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, if we're going for 25% drow, then his father is not a drow, because otherwise you'd never come to 25%. I think... No. Father is a mystery, indeed. I think if we're gonna meet a half drow, half dragonborn, like, one of the first persons, like, races that I believe get attracted to something like that are humans, because humans multiply with any other races. Doesn't matter. They eventually... No, that's like how I see how the races are being used and how I see like the fantasy world. What do you mean? What? Yeah, that's what I... No, I say, don't say that they don't get. I say, like, if somebody is going to be attracted to a half drow, half dragonborn, it's probably like the first thing that comes to mind is a human. A human will be attracted to like anything. That's true. So that was what for me it comes to mind. And I think we also shouldn't be like blending too much together, because he's still a tavern owner, and if like most people walk into a tavern, they want safety of something they like don't fear immediately, and something unknown could be unfair. So I think we can do like drow, dragonborn, like human. That could be a very interesting mix, not to make it too monstrous. Hmm. Hmm. No, but I understand, like, we should also consider, like, he is a tavern owner, and he, um, like, a tavern owner has to be correct. Hmm. Yeah, but if he is like the behind the bar kind of type, you should be able to feel comfortable to order a drink with him. Otherwise, he is the I'm going to sit into. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So we should really think about that when we design him. Yes. No, I was not talking about that we should talk about human. I was more like, okay, if I think someone would like do a drowned dragonborn, that could be a human. Okay. Okay, but like if we're consider race, like which ones are like friendly looking and could be used? Okay, so try would would also be like a reason why like one of his patrons that we already discussed, like one of his visitors that is there, could decide to come to um, his tavern because the connection with the water and stuff. So that could be an interesting one, tavern. I also like when I think about friendly, I think about halflings, the funny, sweet kind of. Oh, gnomes. So yeah, like but that's also easy because it's like the smaller races they get with like cuter features. Let me see, which else races do we have? Let me get a list. Maybe that's easy to. I suspect as he has like two like really sturdy from himself. He needs those to oh, that's a little bit bad. Do you hear me? Okay, good. Okay, what did you still hear? Did you hear about the orc, what I mentioned, and the... Okay, so I was talking about that, like, because he has two bouncers in front of the door, and those are the warning sign, like, don't mess with my tavern. I think himself won't be a very, like, broad-shouldered kind of guy. Also because he has the elven... So I don't think that his father would, for example, be an orc or something, because then he would have heavier features and then the warning sign is not there. It could be like half Goliath, like in there, but it's maybe not the one we're going. Maybe. Yeah, because they're also so big, and yeah, there's there. What do you think about Genasi? Because I think it would be interesting if he has like I always see the Genasi immediately. I think about like Avatar, The Last Airbender, that kind of things, because they have small features to do something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. But I think maybe we can do also something with it, because most Genasi has like a small cantrip to do something with their element. And maybe he can use that in his tavern. Like if he is like part fire Genasi, maybe has the option to like lit his like the fireplace very easily, or maybe like hand people like a fire on his like finger if somebody wants to light up a cigarette there. A pipe, yeah. Because that could also be useful for being a tavern owner. So that could be an interesting. I don't think we should mix it up with either Tabaxi or Gengu or Turtle. That's. We should definitely do a Gengu somewhere in this. Doesn't matter if it's in this story. We're gonna do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe you think about the like what could be the father. Maybe you don't see it's like could be this or this. Mm-hmm. Could also. Oh yes. Okay, so we were selling about like a quarter drow, quarter dragonborn, and half triton. Then we're gonna now fit on that. I don't know much about triton yet. It's not a race that I literally put in there. Yeah, you did a little bit. I think a bit a combination of for Leaf as well in his background story. Nice. So, what could you tell me about tritons? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was more like, okay, what does a triton make a triton? Because that maybe could help. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. They should be useful in the, of course, in the water. That's like where they live. Mm-hmm. Because probably the drow part, it's a little bit more pointy than the smoother triton ears. That and mm-hmm. No, they like the name suggested a little bit, maybe, but maybe we can do like, because he is also like a quarter dragonborn, and until now he has the horns, which is a very distinct. Maybe he has some like a very few scales in his neck or on his arms. Could also suggest a quarter of dragonborn. Yes. Mm-hmm. Would he have like, maybe he has a token of like his father, because his father is full Triton, and I don't think it would be very much in the picture because he has the longevity of the drow part, of course. Maybe. No, I don't know how much that will work. Yes. Oh, that's actually really long. But but maybe like he's wearing like a necklace token from his father, or like a brush on his apron. Just have a. I'm not seeing him wear like earrings, because that would sort of almost like get his ears not being like, how do you say, water dynamic? Like if he is going to swim. Yeah, that's for air, but that's for, yeah. If somebody knows the word for it, let me know. I see somebody is getting into the chat. Hello. So, if somebody in the chat knows the word for like being smooth into the water, like being. Oh, that's be it. Hmm. Yeah, we got it. Yes. So his ears are like for Triton probably one of the important parts, and especially because it's one of his important features, which we now can see. So I don't see him as the like earring wearing type. No. Ooh, maybe, yeah, we can do, because he's half Triton. It should be. Mhm. And he definitely has the color scheme from his drow part. Oh, I see the chat that somebody can't hear you. I can hear you fine, but So, hopefully the issue would be. Oh, the frog can hear you, by the way. So,
all right.
So it's in. So I think maybe it's an issue from.
How about now?
Okay, I can still hear you fine, but also I'm also
Yeah.
talking with you backstage, so I don't know if that matters.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there are two people. The frog. There's Sanji, which is the host of this stream, and my name is Petra. I am the owner of RedOneArt, and I'm the guest speaker here.
Oh lordy lord, that was wrong. Okay, I recently had 2 new screens set up, and I didn't check my OBS settings whether or not they would still be valid. And okay, I just assumed like I just installed a couple of new screens. What could happen, you know? And by new I mean just gifted. I mean I love them. They're not brand new, but they're new to me.
It's a very interesting thing to look back. Then you hear me talking to nobody.
yeah, this is going to be that is going to be funny. We've been discussing. You've been having a discussion with yourself.
Yes, about like. Yeah, that was a very interesting discussion. Oh my god.
That what a mistake it is. Oh, oof.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna get too far with this character design. I'm sorry. This is. What a mistake. It's too funny. I'll try and do my best to jam in more stuffies, but it's about the bigger shapes. I mean, really.
Mhm.
Doop.
But I'm happy that I'm not talking to myself.
Not anymore.
But now Sanji is literally the.
It's been resolved. Yeah. Oops. Oops. Oh wow. Oh, this could be into the bloopers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's a nice one to remember, though.
Yeah, it's nice to remember. Like,
So yeah, for the frog, because you're probably new, that's why you didn't know that there were 2 people.
The frog is one of my watchers. I've seen them around a bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we are doing this stream like every Monday. Last week we didn't do it because I would work in the evening. Mostly I'm free, so this will be a like every week thing. And we're drawing characters from the story of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, because like a lot of characters are mentioned in the stories, but not a lot get like.
Not a lot of them get actual art or get the amount of attention that they truly deserve, or they're just bland background noise, and I don't want that. I mean, I never wanted that for any of my characters when I was DMing around. So I was trying to think of how to make it more interesting. Sure, he is a bartender, but how to spice it up? Like, why is he bartending? What is he doing? Oh, what story? It's D&D 5th edition, Descent into Avernus.
It's a really interesting
story.
It's a fun
campaign.
In the last 2 ones, you can find them on YouTube if you're interested. We're talking through the story, and we're gonna you can follow along, so you're doing like a sort of campaign, but you also we're drawing the characters that come up.
Yeah, that's featuring the characters.
Oh, it's sad that you haven't played D&D.
No, it's not upset. Nah, you're fine. You can always give it a try.
Is fantastic. Yeah.
It's like awkward socializing for nerds, and then it teaches you how to socialize better.
I won't like describe it like that, but sometimes yes, sometimes
yeah. I'm gonna say as it is what it is. I mean, it's for nerds, made by nerds, and it is what it is.
Yes, but this could also be like the best friend group you can get together.
Yeah.
Playing amazing characters in a world that you can shape for your own.
Shape and develop and create together. And really, if you're DMing or being the game master, you set the rules, you set the boundaries, and players often find their way in it, and they shape the world as it is and as it goes.
Yeah, so I would say it's one of the best things you could do, like literally my passion. So yeah, try it out. Definitely try it out some way. If you can find like a group that will try it out with you, or just
it can be played online.
Events.
It can be played offline. Offline is better though. It's fun. Just to roll them dice.
Rolling dice is the best.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I sound so nerdy. It's like I want to roll dice. Yeah, for the majority of the stream, I wasn't even. Oh gosh, this is going to be a stickler. This is one for the road, man. When we're gonna listen back to this when we're like 80 years or something, we're gonna have a good laugh.
But you know, it doesn't matter. Like in 80 years, we're still going on the Wednesday to play Dungeons and Dragons. We're still doing it. Doesn't matter if we're like old.
Nah, it doesn't matter. I think our characters might be a little bit older and spicier as well, like mages and stuff and wizards. At least that's what I tend to do. Like,
yeah, I mostly do indeed characters that are close to how I am, because that I bestly relate in that. So indeed, I think over 80 years I will play older characters as well.
Yeah, I play characters that aren't close to me, personality wise, but yeah, for their age are in and about the same or probably older, or sometimes a wee bit younger. I tend to vary around a wee bit more, but with their age, it tends to be a little closer. But sometimes I do find it funny to play this very old grandpa character that's like like Merlin. Oh, he was so funny. I had so much fun playing this like partly dementing elderly character that was not the adventurer people had in mind that he was. They believed him to be like some superhero, and he was like, oh no, it's just like me and my cookies. Would you like a cookie?
Yeah. I loved it. Every time we came there in this story, it was like having cookies and tea. It's like,
yeah, he especially went out of his way to go to Fluffy Buns Bakery to get cookies. and put them in his portable pocket.
Yeah, he is always, we thought that like he's a very powerful mage, and every time we came there, the only thing was like cookies. He's like,
yeah,
you could, how is he getting all those damn cookies?
Yeah, where do they come from? Damn, those cookies.
Yeah. And indeed, the rock nerdy is indeed a very big compliment. Not everybody would see it like that, but yes, me too. Hello, Blizzard Fox. Welcome to join us.
Hey. Welcome. Welcome to Zombocom, I would say. Or a limbo where we can only hear RedOneArt and then having a fiery discussion with herself.
Yes, it's a very, very strong discussion. Oh.
Pardon me, it's too funny.
We should really rewatch this, because that would be indeed interesting.
Yep. Oh, that's too good. It's golden.
Essentially, I do have a question for you. I can understand the two first pictures of like bartenders in the top, but why did you place the like third one there?
Oh, that's just for reference for the face. Because one, he's a dwarf, and I personally love how people are drawing dwarfs, and we're having here the welcome my Viking friend kind of plays into that Viking theme, but we went yo ho 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 instead. Sticking with the pirating thing, or at least the ocean themed kind of genre that we're playing into. But yeah, and
Yeah,
Vikings do fit into the ocean theme as well.
That's true. Yeah, Vikings.
No, to me it was just reference that I really liked, because I thought his beard was awesome. I was like, oh, it looks good.
And now you mentioned the ocean theme. indeed, if you're seeing the first two that we draw, we're definitely going a little bit into the ocean theme, indeed.
Yeah, we're doing an ocean theme thing, and that's okay. I think that's nice.
That would also be a little consistency in if you're seeing this art right now that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I, by the way, also personally love the little trinket on his apron.
Crap.
The crab, yes.
It's the first thing that jumped in mind, like a brooch from Triton Dead. Crap. But yeah, it does make things a little bit more interesting. I mean, what we're going for is like the interesting stuff. Oh yeah, granted, you can always vote for one of these characters to come back and get some more work done. I mean, what we can accomplish in an hour is yeah, not a whole lot, but still it's something. We draft down the basic crude IDs, and if people want to vote for them, like, oh, I want you to finish this character, then we're gonna have a couple of more sessions with them.
It's definitely some I loved last week. Tarina was
Ariel going rogue.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me just grab a picture of her. I mean, we're kind of, we have the general idea of what we want over here, including the scribbles of what we want with our character. Let me see recent files. Boom, 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 boom. Tarina. Here she is.
I don't see her yet on the stream, so
yeah, that takes a while. It takes a bit.
Oh yeah, I can see you clicking on file now, so that's yes.
Yeah, with her angel. Oh, those dice.
Yes. As you can see, we can do a lot, or Sansji can do a lot, because I'm not drawing, I'm only talking. Sansji is doing an amazing job in 1 hour, but sometimes it's not enough, so indeed, sometimes we'll vote.
Yeah, if you want to go for a finishing touch, you can always vote for the characters to return. That, and I might stream my favorites this way, I'm just going to be honest.
Ooh, yeah, that could also be, yeah.
With the scribbles and notes and like the little tinkering thoughts, like, oh, what was this character about? Yeah, what they're gonna do, and yeah, for some reason I just really think that this is one of the most interesting characters that we've gotten so far. Because we collaborated far more on this one than Ariel the Rogue, or I mean Tarina going Tarina the Rogue, and as in Ariel going Rogue. This one is far more interesting from my humble opinion, because we actually gave some thought about it. Okay, we have a half-elf mother, and ooh, she could be part Dragonborn and part Drow. Wow! And also the father. What could the father be? There's nothing said about the father. Is he human? That's so bland. Triton! So, for me, this sparks joy.
Yeah, we had a little discussion, and you will hear one side of the discussion if you are rewatching this. In which I was like, yeah, the first thing that everything comes to mind if you're thinking about someone who's doing it with a drow, half drow, half dragonborn, like a human was coming to mind immediately. But that was not where we were to go through, but that's like first thing in my mind every day. Maybe because I saw too many memes on like human bards, that's probably also the case. And then we went searching for like interesting races that still have the friendly features, because he is a tavern owner, he has to be the face when people like walk into it. And we Sansji had a very good idea about putting a Triton as his father's side, and I love the color scheme. It works so perfectly with Drow and Triton. That's damn.
Couple of scales because of the Dragonborn thingy that I probably have to go over in the future, or not. I mean, who knows? Who knows what I'll be up to and doing.
Yeah, it's also he's only a quarter Dragonborn, so it's only a few patches maybe.
I'd like symmetrical things and not just random patches like everyone else does. I'm sorry, it just doesn't look right. It's like I do want it to make sense, you know, in a way. So having a couple of patches between the horns, that makes more sense than randomly on disappearing and appearing. I just want them to be consistent and not some kind of skin disease.
No.
That could also be interesting, but it really depends on what you're going for. I mean, it could be a skin disease, but definitely this is genetic, so I would say, and sometimes skin tends to be genetically influenced as well. I mean, oh, we got so many things. And here I am talking about disease, like, oh, no. It could be something adorning. You're totally right. You know that?
No, but I think indeed there still has to be the face, so it shouldn't be looking like indeed a skin disease.
At least not like the Black Plague.
No. Oh, that would be interesting. Somebody walking in there and he sees someone with like black, like weird looking skin patches. Not...
Yeah, no, I try to blend these skin patches, these scales in with the color of the hair, or yeah, you know all about the ocean type that fits in with maybe some gold or something. At least so they match a bit. Or not. I mean, non-matching is a thing too, and there is a genetic skin condition that also appears among humans, and I just lost the name of it, but I know it exists. And that brings a lot of amazing features and attention to detail and makes a person very interesting, even though they may not like it themselves. But when I see such a person, I'm always amazed at how beautiful they are. Am I sounding weird? Fluffy. Do we still have Petra? Are you still there? I can't hear you. Oh no! Gone! Has to connect. We lost Petra! RedOneArt. 3, 2, 1. Let me see. Yeah, we did. We lost her. Go on. Pew. Am I gonna save this one? I'm getting a message, and I'm gonna go check on my messages in a bit. Just a little bit eyebrow work, la 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 la. At least we have the general idea right now to know where we want to go with this dainty Triton Dragonborn something mixed. All right. Boom. Awesome. And hit the save button. Tiny details can always come later. It's the general ID, but I'm gonna go search for Petra in a bit. We still have 3 more minutes to go. And just typed her a message on Discord. See if there's a response. Ready, and it should work now. 3, 2, 1. Magic wand. Oh no. Returning the guest to queue in 24 seconds. Aww. Return now. Internet trouble. Alright, so there is some internet trouble. There we go. Trying it again. 3, 2, 1. Anyways, for those people who are new and watching, welcome. We're nearly finished up here, so we're about to decide about whom we are going to raid. But let me round it up a little bit, and our scribbly calculations over here in the story. We talk about Descent into Avernus, a lovely campaign, 5th edition from D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. We conjured up this bartender who is 25% drow. He has a mother whom is a half-elf, according to the story, and a father unknown. So we filled in the blanks, and we came up with something fairly interesting. We decided to mix the mother with a dragonborn and a drow. You don't see that every day. I mean, wow. What a romantic combination. As for the father, we decided to be a triton. Friendly sea folk. Also fitting very much into the sea theme that we've been going at. And I think we have RedOneArt back, but I don't see...
Yes.
Yes! Ah, there we go. Nice. Nice timing.
Yes, most good closing up.
Yeah, we're gonna do a raid. I'm gonna see who's available. And we have Icy Moo. She is playing Minecraft. We're gonna go raid this channel, and we're gonna go start the raid, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, until next week.
Woo! And we're raiding into 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're ready to raid now. All right.